Meantime, Clark County school district leaders say they can't afford to pay those teachers.
Well, they say right now they are not getting the funding from the state, pointing directly at funding from marijuana sales that haven't made their way apparently to the schools.
That's right. 13 Action News reporter Brian Callahan is live with more on the battle and the governor's response. Brian.
Yeah, the school board put a lot of the blame for their ongoing battle over teacher salaries on state lawmakers in Carson City, but Governor Sandoval firing back, saying the district was directly involved in the budget process.
I don't know if I can afford to keep doing what I love.
Alexis Salt is a teacher at Escobedo Middle School, but says without a raise, she isn't sure if she can stay on the job. That's because her husband also works for CCSD, which says it can't afford to give staff members raises.
Every 2 weeks when we do our bills, one of us is like, well, should we apply? Should we start putting out resumes?
All 7 members of the school board coming together to demand increased funding.
What we're asking for is the money that's being collected in the name of education actually go to education.
The board specifically naming marijuana and room taxes, saying instead of using that revenue to increase schools' budgets, that money is being used to replace other school funding, with that old money being sent elsewhere. Governor Brian Sandoval's office responding to the claims, saying the district was part of the process that set the budget, also pointing out that during his time in office, the governor increased K-12 funding by more than $1 billion. While trustees say they appreciate that funding, they say they can't use it to pay teachers or staff.
They are largely earmarked and must go towards specific programs.
For their part, teachers just want it figured out so they can support their families.
Because it's getting harder and harder to make ends meet.
And while school board members said they would welcome a special session to deal with the issue, the governor said he feels like it's something that can wait until the next regular session next year. Reporting live, Brian Callahan, 13 Action News.
All right, Brian.